Hills, Auburn Hills, in the Detroit Pistons practice facility. Bring you guys another episode of Flintstone TV. I got some great interviews with the players and everything, so I want you to check it out and let me know what you guys think. Also, you see my great Pistons gear. You know, you see that Detroit Pistons gear. You see the old school Grand Hills. Y'all don't know nothing about those. Get a close up of those old school Grand Hills. So yeah, so I got some good things for y'all. Some great preview for the Detroit Pistons season. Check it out and let me guys know what you think. Flintstone TV. My man Will Bynum right here, man. What can we expect from your season? Last year we seen a lot of dunks, excitement. Can we expect that same Will Bynum out of you this year?
Definitely. I mean, last year, I learned a lot because I was injured a lot last year. It was really tough for me to, to fight through the injuries and play through the injuries. But it was good for me because I learned, how to be smart as far as working out. I worked out a lot last year in the summertime. I kind of overtrained, and it kind of hurt me, once I got to the season. And I think it kind of slowed me down, halfway through the season. I kind of peaked a little bit too early. So, this time, this summer I worked out a whole lot smarter, on the tempo, and I'm ready to excel.
I ain't gonna lie, man, you're my favorite Piston to watch, man. I'm from Flint, so you bring that street boy game, that swagger to the game, man. Where did you learn that style of play from?
Growing up in Chicago, in the inner city. I think, the NBA, it comes from, the inner city or wherever you come from. It's that tough, hard nose, being small and told that you can't get up, or you can't get up after a hit or something, in that type of area. But, I just keep on going, keep on pushing, keep on fighting.
So you think you're gonna be
mentality comes from.
You think you're gonna be into that starting position by the end if you keep working hard?
I hope so, man. That's what I'm working for.
Oh, okay. I knew that. Good. Good.
I don't like them, so.
What kind of shoes is they anyway?
Adidas. They call the heat check.
How do it go from being like you have your own signature to them?
That's a good question, bro. I don't know. I think Adidas just wanted to go in a different direction, I guess.
Do you ever think about maybe rocking some of your old school joints?
I did. You know what? I'm gonna try to bring some of them back. It's funny because I was talking to one of my Adidas reps about that the other day, so it's probably gonna be in the works. Because I like my old shoes better.
Yeah, those some classics for real. One more question I got for you, man. Do Rip them ever tease you about when you was killing them in the playoffs, but they still beat you? Do they ever tease you about that?
Nah. I'm sure they'll probably bring it up on some road trips or something when we, reminisce a little bit, but they haven't said anything.
I know then you probably could never see yourself playing with Detroit then.
No, I did. I actually thought I, didn't see myself in another uniform for Houston, but you know how things roll in the NBA. Business, things happen, but I'm gonna make the best of where I'm at though.
Let me see them shoes one more time, man.
See, they got the glitter on them.
You gotta bring the old schools back this year.
Yeah.
What type of exclusive shoes can we see you breaking out this year? What type of Jordan exclusive?
Well, MJ always keep us fresh to death, so we always switch it up to give the people something, sweet to look at.
Let me get a glimpse of those right here.
Get a glimpse of them hot fires, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all we keep on our feet is hot fires, man. You dig?
So what do you think about Tracy McGrady on this team? Pretty darn sweet, huh?
Yeah, I think it's a great addition to our team. He's definitely going to help us out. Like I said, the biggest thing is we just all got to stay healthy. I think good things happen.
Is that the biggest key? The health of this team last year. Obviously, I think we played 11 games with everybody healthy.
Yeah, I think that's huge. We went so many years without anybody getting injured, and go 1 year and have 4 year, top guys, injured was a huge blow for us. So I think guys really came in this year, prepared their bodies to hopefully have a good year.
How do you handle the fact that your name is out there, trade, he's supposedly going here or there? How do you handle that?
Well, that's the game. That's the NBA for you. You hear rumors all the time. You really just can't get caught up in it. But since I've been in the NBA, you hear that every year.
Did you expect to be traded this offseason?
Well, nah. Until Joe tells me that that's the case. You know, I don't really get caught up, you know, in the articles and things like that.
Man, what's the difference between this year's Ben Gordon and last year's Ben Gordon?
I mean, it's the same cat, you know. I'm still a stone cold killer out there on the court. You know, ain't nothing changed, but you know, I had some surgery this off season, so you know, just looking forward to having a healthy season. You know, I missed most games I've ever missed last season, so that had a lot to do with you know, my productivity. So you know, I'm just excited about the upcoming season. Looking forward to it.
Was there anything you worked on in particular? I know, you know, it was last year a lot of speculation on where you was point guard, shooting guard. Was there anything you worked on in particular this offseason?
Just, you know, I watched a lot of film this offseason. You know, I had a lot of time to kind of, you know, watch film and study the game because I was injured. But you know, really just, you know, kind of fine-tuning the things I already do well and trying to work on my you know, other areas of my game where I wasn't strong in. Work on my post game, try to work on you know, work on my mid-range game a little bit more, and you know, just scoring in the paint. So you know, hopefully this year, you know, it'll show, and I'll be a, you know, more productive and a better player.
All right, anything else you want to add about the season? What can we expect from these Pistons this year?
Nah, man. You know, a lot of people is doubting us. You know, I seen somewhere where they got us ranked as the 29th team in the league. So just, you know, telling everybody to stay tuned and, you know, look out for a better and you know, new look Pistons.
All right.